All right, welcome back to the Reality Report, your home for independent news unspoiled from corporate influence. All right, now, my favorite part of the show, I get to read your questions and comments in the mailbag. That's right. So today we begin with an email from Carolyn, and she writes, I watched, I looked, I listened, then I went to your main page, I grabbed a couple other videos along with this one and posted them on my MySpace. Now I'm going to my Facebook page to do the same. Thanks for your time and hard work. Together we stand, divided we fall. Fight the New World Order freaks. Thanks, Carolyn. Well, that is exactly what I am talking about, Carolyn. You are doing the work that we need people to do. Spread the message. Spread this show to your friends and family. We say it at the end of every show, and we mean it, and you're doing it. Folks out there, take a lesson from her. All right, next. Jim M. from Austin, Texas writes, thank you for your stand against the IRS. I have been watching the Bannister interview, and I cannot express the outrage at the entire system of deception, corruption of principles, and criminality that we have set up as law within this tax collection process. Thank you for providing an alternative to the hypocrisy that passes for our government. Jim M. in Austin. Jim, I just want to say, thank you. We're doing what needs to be done. And of course, you're not going to hear that kind of commentary from the mainstream media propaganda machine. In fact, Joe Bannister was invited to go on ABC, and he declined. Why? Because his message was going to be spun in the opposite direction. He refused, but he accepted our invitation. So, hey, look, the mainstream media, like I said, they are compromised. Okay, our final email this week comes from writer David J. from Atlanta, Georgia, and he says, you are doing a great job. See if you can wake the tea parties up some more. I do not want to trade my tea for red Kool-Aid. This blue Kool-Aid sucks. Why don't you make Camp FEMA available for online rental at Netflix? David J., Atlanta, Georgia. Well, thanks, David. We're doing all that we can to wake them up, okay? We put out the show, we put out the magazine, we do everything we can, providing the information, but see, we rely on you. We rely on you to drive it home. See, we can produce the content, but it's up to you to get it to the American people. We only have so many methods of delivery, and we're counting on you. Now, as far as the whole Kool-Aid thing, absolutely. I do not want to trade my tea for Kool-Aid. Now, regarding Camp FEMA, it is available for online viewing at campfema.com. You'll pay a small fee, but you'll be able to watch it on the web. As far as Netflix, we'll work on that. Good idea. All right, so do you want to send us some show feedback that could get read on the air? All right, send an email to feedback@freedom.tv. Include your name and town and whatever you feel, because it just may end up on the show. So, who is this week's enemy of the state? Zbigniew Brzezinski. Would you have guessed? You probably knew that was coming. Now, the reason we chose Zbigniew is because for his telling and frightening endorsement of the future he is helping to create. He wrote these words in his 1970 book, Between Two Ages, America's Role in the Technotronic Era. He wrote, the Technotronic era involves the gradual appearance of a more controlled society. Such a society would be dominated by an elite, unrestrained by traditional values. Soon it will be possible to assert almost continuous surveillance over every citizen and maintain up-to-date, complete files containing even the most personal information about the citizen. These files will be subject to instantaneous retrieval by the authorities. All right, thanks for painting that beautiful picture, Zbigniew, but we're going to do everything we can to smash it. All right, well, thank you for joining me on this edition of the Reality Report. please support the message of the independent media, just like Carolyn, by forwarding this video to your friends, your families, coworkers. And also, guess what? You can follow us on Twitter. That's right, at Reality Report. Send your tweets, tweet back and forth, and Tweedledee, and you know the things that Twitterers do. Yes, we do monitor the Twitter feed. Okay, well, hey, I'm Gary Franchi, and remember that I am not here to make you a follower. I'm here to make you a leader among the people. Good night.